Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, to Canal. Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we will prepare for the Be Better Teachers section for the week of December 2nd to 8th. I hope it will be of great help to many of you. Let's get started. Let's begin with frankness, what Jesus did. Analysis with the audience. Question 1. What good qualities did Jesus see in this young ruler? Jesus saw in the young man a sincere desire to do what is right, as he approached him seeking to know how to obtain eternal life. He also noted his sincerity, as he had been keeping the commandments since he was young. Additionally, the young man showed a receptive heart when listening to Jesus' advice, reflecting his willingness to learn and improve. Question 2. Why did Jesus need love and frankness to advise this man? Jesus needed to be frank with the young man because, despite his sincerity and his observance of the commandments, the young man was attached to his wealth, which was an obstacle to fully following him. Frankness was essential to point out what was lacking, even though this truth was difficult to accept. At the same time, Jesus spoke to him with love, seeking to help him understand what he needed to obtain eternal life without rejecting or condemning him. Question 3. What do we learn from Jesus' example? We learn that, when giving advice, it is important to be frank and clear, pointing out what is missing or what needs to change, but always with a heart full of compassion. Jesus showed how to balance frankness with love, helping the young man see what he truly needed to grow spiritually. He also teaches us that sometimes we must be direct in helping people move forward, even if it involves confronting them with the truth. Now, let's move on to frankness, imitate Jesus. Analysis with the audience based on the brochure A Work of Love, Lesson 12, points 3 to 5 and see also. Help the student set goals and achieve them. A. Use the Set This Goal box in each lesson of the Enjoy Life manual. B. Help the student understand the steps they need to take to reach their short and long-term goals. C. Frequently praise your student for their progress. Identify the obstacles preventing your student from progressing and help them overcome them. A. Ask yourself, if my student isn't progressing toward baptism, what might be holding them back? What can I do to help them? B. Ask Jehovah to give you the courage to tell your student, with frankness and love, what they need to do to continue progressing. End the Bible study if the student is not progressing. A. To know whether to continue with a Bible study, ask yourself, is the student applying what they learn? Do they attend meetings and talk to others about the truth? If they've been studying for a while, do they want to be a Jehovah's Witness? B. If the student shows no signs of progressing, encourage them to identify what is holding back their progress. Explain tactfully why you will stop studying with them. Tell them clearly what changes they need to make if they want to resume the study in the future. Comments from the See Also box. Psalm 141. 5. This verse reflects the attitude of humility and willingness of the psalmist to accept correction. While people often reject criticism, the psalmist here values the correction of the righteous, comparing it to fragrant oil, which is a symbol of healing and blessing. He recognizes that correction may be painful, but it has a purifying value and serves to keep him on the path of righteousness. This verse teaches us the importance of being willing to accept rebuke from those who desire our best and seek our growth, as correction, although difficult, is meant to guide us toward good. Proverbs 25:12. This proverb uses a strong comparison to highlight how valuable discretion is in a person. A gold ring is a precious jewel, but in a pig's snout, it loses its value due to the inappropriate context. Similarly, a beautiful person without discretion loses their value and positive impact on society. The teaching here is that external beauty, without virtues like wisdom, prudence, and discretion, becomes empty or even counterproductive. This verse invites us to value and cultivate inner character just as much as external appearance. Proverbs 27:6. This verse emphasizes an important truth about human relationships. The wounds of a friend refer to constructive criticism or corrections, which, although painful, are meant to help us grow and improve. In contrast, the kisses of an enemy refer to empty or false flattery, which may feel pleasant but lacks real value. The teaching here is that the words of those who truly love us, even if they challenge us or cause discomfort, are more valuable and beneficial than the insincere praise of those who do not wish us well. This verse encourages us to value constructive criticism and to discern the intentions behind praise. 1 Corinthians 9:26. The Apostle Paul uses a metaphor of running a race and fighting to illustrate his approach to the Christian life. In context, Paul is talking about the discipline needed to live according to the gospel. He does not run or fight aimlessly, he has a clear goal: eternal salvation and the work of Christ. This verse teaches us the importance of living with intention and direction. In the Christian life, we should not live in a disorderly or aimless way. We must be disciplined and focused, striving to reach the goal that God has set for us. Colossians 4:5-6. In these verses, Paul gives practical advice for living wisely and respectfully with non-believers, those outside. The Christian must make the most of their time and be wise in their interactions with those who do not share their faith, looking for opportunities to testify about Christ without being arrogant or insensitive. The expression, seasoned with salt, suggests that our words should be pleasant and tasteful, offering grace, kindness, and truth. This passage highlights the importance of using appropriate and wise language, not only to avoid offending but also to open doors for dialogue and reflection on the gospel. Well, those were the examples of the presentations for the Be Better Teachers section of this week. I hope it is very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.